not know it, but I have struggled from an eating disorder and I'm in recovery still. And I also have bipolar disorder, and so with both of those things going on, sometimes days are really, really bad, and sometimes it's a string of days that's really, really bad. And so you have to have something that makes it better and makes it not seem so like awful, and makes it where it's okay and you can still get through your day. So here are a lot of my personal coping mechanisms. I like to watch YouTube videos when I'm feeling down. Look up baby animal videos because baby animals are just like the best medicine ever. I made new friends, healthy friends that are positive and funny, and you can hang out with them and just do nothing, absolutely nothing, and like it's still fun, and there's no drugs, no alcohol involved. And I'm telling you, alcohol is not a coping mechanism, and drugs are not a coping mechanism that works, because those things are gonna make things worse. And the point of a coping mechanism is to make things better. So, just saying, I joined the art club and I joined Saga, and just like having a club family like that just kind of made it feel better. And books are always good too. My favorite book when I was going through the really darkest parts of my recovery was Little Bee by Chris Cleave. Also, Maya Angelou, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. I like to make things. There's so many little artistic things you can do. Just go to Hobby Lobby and buy some stuff and start making something, and that'll like help you take your mind off of some things. I will just put on some music and I will drive. You can't always listen to sad music because you're going to be sad from listening to sad music. So I really suggest let yourself have some sad music, but make sure you have more happy music than you do sad music. Let your crying out, and then switch over to the good stuff and laugh and start making those sad tears turn into happy tears. And this one, I don't know who in the world this could not help. Go into a pet store, and if you don't have a pet, you could adopt a pet. Make myself a to-do list, and I'll try to make it a goal to get everything on the list done that day or within that week, and keep myself busy. And it just makes me feel good when I'm done with the list, because hey, I just done a whole bunch of stuff. I got a whole lot of things I needed to get done. I also like to go walking on the trail that's near my house. I like to take pictures and just sit out, find like a cool spot and sit there. I'll call somebody that I haven't talked to in a while. Like most of the time it's my grandma. She likes to talk at 45-minute intervals, so I'll just find my good spot and I'll sit there and I'll talk to her for 45 minutes and be looking out over the lake and watching the ducks and watching the water ripple and all that stuff. Is just nice. Two things that a lot of people mentioned to me when I talked about this on Instagram and Facebook the other day was Netflix and writing. Taking new classes, things like that would help too, because it gets you into stuff that you wouldn't have got into by yourself. If I'm feeling down, I'll sit there and I'll try to remember all the good things that I've done and all the things I'm proud of. And challenge yourself, because you don't know, if you just sit there and do the same old things all your life, you're never gonna know what all you are capable of. Another thing you could do, if you have the money to do it, is shop. Go to something like the zoo or a museum or a natural science center, something like that, that gets you around animals. And if it's just a museum and you're not really being around animals, you're learning and you're bettering yourself. If you're feeling good about yourself, take a picture of yourself and post it on Instagram or whatever. One of my favorite things to do, other than like just the pet store, is turn on your favorite song and just start dancing to it. Sometimes I'll just leave my phone at home and I'll go meet up with friends, or I'll go out with my boyfriend and we'll just not have our phones, and it's nice to be disconnected from your phone. And sometimes it's a good thing to have your phone and be distracted by your phone too. if you like cooking, you could cook or try a new recipe. When I had trouble like binge eating, but I still wanted to cook and I still wanted to do stuff and be around food and have a meal, but I was scared I was gonna overeat. I would cook something like a full meal, and then I would take it to my grandma's house, and I would sit there and I would have dinner with her, and we would just sit there and talk, and it kind of took my mind off of the thoughts about binging, and I wasn't so afraid that that was gonna happen. And before I knew it, the food was gone, and me and her had shared a conversation, and the meal was over, and the food was no longer a big problem. And a really good thing that kind of goes along with this, that also is good for your soul and your heart and all that, is volunteer work. And now I'll just mention a few things that some other people have told me that they like to do. I asked Skylar, since he's a guy and he might have some other tips and coping mechanisms, and I'm not saying he uses these things for just depression or whatever. This is for any time you're having a bad day or whatever, like any rotten feelings and you need to get rid of them. Anyways, this is what Skylar said. He said he liked to watch ESPN. He likes to think about good memories that he has with people he loves. And he said he liked to run or watch TV or play video games or just spend time at home with the cats and with me. A friend of mine the other day I was talking with, she was sharing with me some things that she likes to do to make herself feel better. That she likes to take hot baths. And sometimes she said that she would just get up and do her makeup, and then that just made her feel good about herself. Kier XJ, like KIERXJ from Instagram, said that she likes to draw, write, take a long shower, write poems, or writing in general. And if you're religious, she said she likes to pray, and she also suggested taking a vacation. Casey M from Facebook said getting outside, hiking, kayaking, or camping is a great one for her. And Ashley B from Facebook said she likes to rearrange her room, drink chamomile tea with honey, and cuddling up with stuffed animals if you don't have like real animals. Nikki L from Facebook said she likes to work out in her room or talk with her loved ones. Morgan L also from Facebook said she likes to play with her dog and spend time with her dog and her girlfriend, and that makes her feel a lot better too. Brittany M from Facebook said she makes a haiku to talk about her day, and then she paints the haiku, and I thought that was really neat. A haiku is a poem with like 3 stanzas. You can look it up, whatever. So guess who filmed way too long again and her battery died? Okay, it was me. But what I was saying was, you work so hard to defeat all this stuff, and sometimes you just gotta give up for a minute and give yourself something that makes you happy, that you deserve. And just know that it can't rain forever. I love you guys, and thanks for being here and continuing to watch my videos, and thanks for 101 subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be so happy. Alright, I will see you soon.